when the sun goes down, you can make it good and live by. When I grab people, when I dirty, when I mean, we love everybody, but we do as we please. When I grab people, when I dirty, when I mean, we love everybody.
A longtime Washington socialite is raising eyebrows with her new book.
I don't understand.
I don't understand.
There are a lot of things we don't understand either.
We need answers from you. What did you expect to find? What did you expect to
Who's going to be our future?
It's your responsibility to do something about it.
Well, I have the key in my hand. All I have to find is the lock. The lock. The lock. The lock.
Now listen to me, all of you.
Hey, set off, set off. 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 Whatever will be, will be. Oh, you're divine.
Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Monday night. You know what that means. It's another episode of OTV Live. We in the building tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, the boy D.wise. It's Standby Gypsy.
What's going on, people? What's going on, D? How you doing?
I'm all right, man. I'm hanging in there. I got my Frankie K shirt. Shout out to Frankie K.
Shout out to Frankie K.
I spoke to him earlier today. He should be on the show coming up soon. So we got some things, man. What you do over the weekend, man?
Over the weekend, I partied with you, man. We were hanging out.
I saw that.
Yeah,
y'all finally got to see Spider-Man Homecoming?
Yeah, we finally got to see it. Surprisingly, it was still in theaters. We were just trying to find
Surprisingly, man, that made a lot of money, bro.
It did. So yeah, we saw that. I thought it was really great how they did. I don't want to just regurgitate what everyone has already said about the movie, but everything that everyone has ever said about it was true. I can verify. It's true.
You can co-sign on that?
I can. It was good. Aside from that, did a lot of drinking. I'm trying to remember where else I went, and it wasn't that long ago. I can't remember. I think we were down in the city. We went down to the East Village a couple times, and just found some random bars and just hung out. Got to see weird people. I don't know. I like to people watch.
They're not that weird, bro. Maybe.
It's all in context.
I've been working all weekend, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How's that been going?
I had a wedding on. I had to sing at an event on Saturday, Damn, where the hell was it? Kensington, New York.
Oh, by the Kensington Dam, by the dam.
Right.
Yeah, they throw
I
some
caught
nice
a
festivals there.
Weed festivals?
I wish. Maybe they will in the future, but no. There's like other cultural affairs.
Cultural affairs.
Cultural.
I caught a flat on the 87 going
Oh,
up.
no.
Yo, dude, I still got a donut on my truck.
Oh.
Yo, let me
Dude, you know that's like one of my biggest fears is to
Yo.
catch a flat, like on the highway
I'm
or
in
just
the
somewhere.
I'm in the fast lane. I had to be doing like 70, maybe 80. All I heard was tss. I was like, "Oh, fuck." Then it came. Brrr. I was like, "Oh." So I got over on the shoulder,
Yeah.
and thank God for the state trooper. He rolled up behind me, and he gets out the car. He's like, "Got a flat, huh?"
Yeah.
I was just like, "Yeah." He was like, "Dude, don't get out the car."
Right.
And I'm like, what do you mean?
Right.
Boom. People doing 90
Dude, the highway.
in the slow lane.
People, ain't no joke. You don't want to fuck with the highway like that.
Yo, so I'm like, all right. So I call Geico. I'm like, I got roadside assistance.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you know,
Flexing
I'll
on your insurance.
Yeah, I'm flexing with the insurance. Son. They was like, I'm sorry. We don't cover it. Interstate 87. I was like, you motherfucker.
Just on that highway, but that's a major thoroughfare. Why wouldn't you cover that?
Yo.
95, the Hutch.
Yo, they was like,
Vegan?
oh, it's privately owned, so
Who owns that shit?
I don't know.
How do you own a highway?
Hey,
I thought that's owned by the state.
Bruh.
State taxpayers, i.e. you.
bruh. So now I'm like, okay. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna call. I gotta wait for a tow truck to come change the tire, or either to tow me.
Yeah.
So I pay $100, $97.91.
Oh, that's it. That's not bad.
No, it's not bad. But Geico's gonna reimburse me.
Of course.
So they jack my joint up. I seriously, the police officer is standing there, and the people are still going 80. Boom. I'm looking at this dude with his legs out in the street, jacking the car up,
Right.
and he looks and he goes, "Hey man, watch out!" to the cop, and the cop's got my trunk open,
Okay.
and he's got his like ass out a little bit,
Yeah.
and he had his leather gloves, and I swear to God, his leather gloves almost went flying. That's how fast these dudes were going.
Nah.
And the cop was like, "Jesus Christ, you fucking trying to kill me?" Yo, we was standing there so long. We was talking about wife and kids, and like,
That's a good cop. I like that guy. He's helping out.
nah,
you know?
he was cool as shit.
I like that guy.
And he was telling me about how he was catching people with like 5 pounds of weed in their
Oh,
trunk.
really?
Yeah, because everybody takes the 87 from the city
Of
up
course.
to Albany to go drop off
I'm
drugs
sure
and
they
guns.
find some good. What do they call it?
Oh man,
Just confiscations or whatever.
he told me that he caught an Uber driver, 17-year-old Uber driver. What? 17, and the passenger was 18. So he pulled them over for like,
they was running game
but they were speeding like idiots. Pulled them over.
because they're 17.
They look out the window. Both of their eyes are bloodshot.
Yeah.
He was just like, all right, I'm going to catch these guys for, driving under the influence or whatever. They'll be out in a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
So he says he opens up the window, and it doesn't smell like they were smoking weed. It just smells like weed.
Oh, so that means they're just carrying it.
Right.
Transportation.
So he was like, nah, we don't have no weed in the car. We smoked it already. He was like, all right, you know what? You honest with me, we probably going to lock you up for a day.
Right.
He was like, well, I have, probable cause to search the car. Is there anything in here that you shouldn't have? And the guys was like,
idiots.
No. They
No,
said
sir.
they opened up the trunk and they had like 25 pounds.
Oh.
25
You're
pounds.
done. You're done.
25 pounds.
Bye-bye.
Of marijuana.
Go hang out with Craig Carton.
Maui, wowie. Yeah, it was
I know
crazy.
what I did. I went to the
Oh,
DMV.
Jesus.
I literally had to look at my timeline because I forgot. No, I went to DMV, which is right. It's usually just a normal thing that you hate to do. Walking down the hill to the DMV, walking other directions, Funk Master Flex. It's like,
You
wait.
did say that.
Yeah,
You
it was
Did
crazy.
you say what's up to him?
Well, he was on the phone, so I'm not going to be
Oh,
like,
yeah,
"Hey,
yeah.
Flex," I'm not going to jump in his face like
He
that.
lost a lot of weight, too.
He did. So I go to my car. I went up there to get something. Came back, and he's in the DMV. But the whole time he's there, he's like covering his mouth while he's on the phone. He's like looking around. He's
What is that about?
His movements were really weird. He was just
moving.
He had 2 phones, which I get. You know,
I got 2 phones.
He's busy enough to have 2 phones. I get that.
Come on, bro.
But the way I don't know. And then like he was sitting, about 30 feet behind me from where I was standing, where the reception person was, or whatever.
Right.
And I turn around when I'm done, and I'm literally making eye contact with the guy. And the guy, he's like, he's biting what the fuck? The callus on the inside of his hand. And I'm like, I just give him the nod, like, what's up? And he just stared at me. Just like, really, bro? Really?
Like, come on, man.
Just acknowledge
you
me,
can't
man.
be serious.
Yeah, I'm not asking for an autograph. I don't want a fucking selfie. I don't even want to talk to you. Just give me a head bob. But
that's it, man.
He's important, though. Good for Flex.
Whatever, bro.
Go Flex. Zone.
Go. Yo, I don't know what's up with this browser y'all got up here, man.
We probably need to clean that computer. I'm not even gonna front. That computer is probably
just riddled with all kinds.
No, it's just old. No, there's nothing on it. It's just old.
My dude, I can't even share I can't even share the episode right now.
Share it from your phone.
You know what? You the man.
I mean, we are in 2017.
Let's not even get in. I put a post up about the new iPhone X.
Oh, please.
Against the Actually,
I saw it. I didn't read it, but I saw. I know what you're talking about.
But the specs are so shitty on the iPhone X.
Like you said, it was like they're finally catching up.
They're finally catching up, and everybody's like, no, because Apple they take the stuff that you don't need, and they rearrange it and make it so that it's better. And I'm like, dude, I said, look at the specs. Unless you're doing something astronomical with your phone, meaning you're playing games,
right, like
you work for NASA or some crazy shit like that, you don't need anything. Okay, here it is. iPhone X, right? What is it, 7.7 millimeters thick?
Right.
The Galaxy S6, which is a whole generation before it, is 6.6 millimeters thick. All right. The IP certification, iPhone X 67, Galaxy S6 68. You got a 16 megapixel camera on the Galaxy S6 and only a 12 megapixel camera on the iPhone X. Now, mind you, it's dual camera, which makes it a little bit better because you can do that focus shot, that portrait mode that they have on iPhone. Whatever. Right. You got a 1,125 point display, pixel display, while the Galaxy X is at 1440.
Wow.
So I'm saying they both have the same screen. The iPhone X has 6-core CPU.
Right, same storage.
Right. The Galaxy S6 has 8 cores, 3 gigs of RAM on both phones.
And most importantly, the Samsung
has a
has a headphone jack.
Right. Yo, listen. The problem that I have with Apple is the fact that, okay, I understand that if you have an iPad, you have a MacBook Pro, you have a regular, desktop computer from Apple, the whatever, iMac, that's back in the day, but
right,
they all are, linked together, whether it be iCloud or whatever. The integration is great.
Right.
If you buy everything Samsung, is that the same goddamn thing?
The problem iPhone
you got a
has,
Samsung TV,
yeah.
I got a Samsung phone, I got a Samsung. Everything is Samsung.
The problem is the genius behind Apple is gone, and they will never be able to be as innovative. I mean, they can kind of get gimmicky, I think, with the marketing, the new things that they come up with.
Like the iPen.
Right, but now the people that had worked at Apple, 10 years ago or whatever, and
they're gone.
New kids on the block, they're gone, and they're going to Samsung, and they're probably paying better, and maybe the culture maybe even be a little bit better.
The culture is probably a little bit better.
It probably probably better. And they probably feed off of the fact that they want to beat Apple. So,
yeah, I mean, they're talking about that. Apple has won a couple battles over Samsung, but I said to him, okay, they won a $1 billion suit. That's great, and Samsung ended up the first $100,000 they dropped it off at Apple's office in pennies.
Oh, I saw
real
that.
Petty shit.
Yeah,
like that was really fucked up.
Yeah, that is.
Like they just backed up. Like Samsung actually.
Like that. Sense of humor.
Yeah, exactly. So they said this is your first installment payment. It's in pennies. So, But I'm saying, man, I like the rivalry.
Petty nerds.
Yeah, I like the rivalry.
Yeah.
I just feel that Apple is raping their people.
Of course they are.
I mean,
And they're trying to just live off the fat of their name. I think because they don't have that innovation and technology. It seems like it's because not that I have to tell you, but when that first iPhone came out, that technological jump
it
from
was crazy.
Your regular cell phone, forget about the magic of having a flip phone, but having just one screen with one button. I remember just seeing that in my mind being blown, saying, how can you have a phone with one button? That's not going to work with people. People need something to touch. People will panic that I can't, it's not working. At some point, it will stop working, and I need more than one button.
Right. But everybody got used to it.
Yeah.
I remember I had Palm. Palm was one of the biggest. Remember the Palm pilots?
Palm. Yeah, and was it the Trio? Wasn't there a Trio or something? Yeah.
BlackBerry was kicking ass there for a minute.
That's when I took my first hit, my eBay hit. I ordered one of those phones from Japan. Spent like $300. Never saw that phone.
Are you serious?
No, of course.
Damn.
It was gonna be my first smartphone. It was like 2000 or something. The year 2000. It's ridiculous.
They did you dirty.
Yeah, they just.
And
I think I wrote them. They
but
might
you
have
got your money back.
No, I didn't get my money back.
It's eBay, bro. You can get your money back. You can probably still get screwed.
I got screwed.
You can probably still get your money back. I bought a phone in 2000.
If I complain hard enough, but I don't have that kind of energy.
My brother,
all right, we'll talk
whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce our guest tonight, man. This gentleman, surprised the shit out of me, bruh.
Okay.
Came through to one of my karaoke nights.
Okay.
We met, and we started kicking it, and he told me that he's a singer-songwriter, and I was like, all right, shit. Let me pull out my title.
Right.
Let me go check you out. Then I listened to I was like, oh, shit, this guy is fucking... I said, this guy's dope.
He's good.
He's good.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest tonight is one of the members from Afternoon Men. His name is Nick. Nick F. We're not going to put out the full government name tonight?
Please don't. They're looking for me.
The feds is watching?
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
We'll put it out.
They've been watching. Hey, what's going on, man? How you feeling tonight? You all right?
I'm feeling good, man. It was kind of like a last minute thing. You're pretty casual about this.
Listen, man, dude. When I find somebody that actually has great talent, I want to sit down and talk to them.
Thank you. I mean, I got to say that you're kind of you're a little bit of a ball hog at your karaoke nights, man. You freaking
There was nobody who was singing.
You were doing like every other song, man. Which was
great.
great.
You're hosting though.
I was hosting, but you had people that wasn't singing, or either they would just take the microphone and just stand there.
But the problem, it'd be one thing if you were like bad at singing, but you're just ridiculously freaking good at singing, which makes it so no one else wants to go up and do it.
Yo, my
He's like, let me hold my beer. Let me sing the song better than you.
hold my mule. Like
that's the reason I picked a rap song. The reason I bombed so hard.
Oh man, you wasn't that bad, man. You had the first.
What did he do? An NWA song?
Nah, he did Kanye West "All Falls Down." The first two verses, he was flawless.
Yeah,
and then by the third one, he was like, "Yeah, I'm not."
The wheels kind of fell off, but also like,
It all fell down, huh?
This was about at like 2 a.m. So like I was like thinking like I don't know relatively clearly, but for some reason, it didn't occur to me that the chorus of that song is a female vocal that's then pitched up even higher.
I got you.
Right.
So it's like a pitched up female vocal.
Oh shit!
And as it's coming, I'm like, I can't sing this shit.
And he saw the train coming.
Yeah,
he saw.
And so d.wise just hops in there without even discussing it and just slaughters it in his falsetto.
Oh damn, sonny!
Wow.
I don't know if you've heard this guy's falsetto, but it's
I have.
It's like
I have.
this angelic.
Oh man, don't start, man.
Liquid glass.
The embers that burn in this man's voice.
The embers that burn. Yo, you a funny cat, B.
Thank you.
Dude, we was just sitting.
Do you
there
do
just
stand-up
talking.
comedy too? I'm just curious. Do you do stand-up comedy?
No,
you seem to have this dry.
Dude.
You could do comedy.
Oh, thank you. No, I just listen to tons of podcasts.
Oh, okay. And this is your first one.
This is my first time ever on a podcast. So
No,
maybe
okay.
I'm
Well,
just
shit. Well, hey, it is what it is, baby. That's what we're here for. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, you know what we do. Every week we do the top 10 independent albums in the country. So my friend over there, Gypsy, is going to be putting up the album covers. And we're going to go from 10 to 1. We got a little bit of
some change?
Some change, baby. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple people that was in it. So, Nick, if you want to, just chime in if you know any other artists. You know what I'm saying? It's a free-for-all, baby.
Are we playing it or just listening?
Nah, we're just listing it down, man. Right. Yeah. Number 10. Last week they were number 3. This week they're number 10. There's Paris. And the album's called All We Know of Heaven, All We Need of Hell. So it's the 3 of them, you know what I'm saying? They're doing their thing. I listened to last week. I thought it was really good. Shout out to Tidal.
Shout out to Tidal. They put people on good music.
I talked to Nick, and Nick was like, well, you can listen to it on Spotify. I was like, no, I have Tidal. He was like, good, I get paid 10 times more on Tidal.
Oh, nice.
No, it's actually a lot of people don't know this. And so for anyone listening out there that doesn't subscribe to both and then also have songs on both so they get to see the royalty payments.
Right.
So like on Spotify, if you just compare them to the two, it's like Spotify will be like 0.00087 per stream, and Tidal's like 0.001. It's like literally 100 times more.
So what would it take for Spotify to pay more?
So basically, the way their whole structure is set up is that it's all a function of how much net revenue they have after cost, and so then they take their net revenue. Actually, no, I think it's their profits. And then after that, they give 70% to the artist, and then 30%.
I see.
When I say artists, I mean they give it to the major labels, the 3 major labels.
They don't actually give it.
Yeah. So I release all the music that's on there myself, except for the one Straight Face song, which was released through Columbia Records. But all the songs I release myself, it just comes directly to me.
Okay.
And then there's no. But the one song that I have that's through Columbia Records, I get like 1% of whatever is left after. All of the expenses are paid on like the recording side and the marketing side, which they don't tell me what that is. So it could be,
of course, it could be anything.
It could be anything.
Literally, could be anything.
And the only way I could find it out is if I spent like $70,000 auditing them. So
I got a dollar.
Oh boy.
Real quick, I like their artwork on this one because what's the name of the album again?
All We Know of Heaven, All We Need of Hell.
So they're talking heaven and hell duality, and if you look at the artwork, they
right.
got the duality of the images. So I like that. That's all.
Nah, it was dope.
It's worth a listen. Now I want to listen.
Nah, it's really good. I mean, they started out doing different kind of music, but that isn't at everybody.
Yes.
Number 9 is Epica, and the album is called The Soulless System. Now, I didn't get to listen to them because I was mad busy. My kid had an MRI earlier, so
that's more important than Epica.
Yeah, than Epica.
No matter how Epica it is.
Yeah. I'm going to go home and listen to Epica. Okay. But they have the number 9 album in the country last week. They weren't even on the charts, but they're at number 9.
They're trending.
Yeah, they're trending. Number 8 is Walter Trout. I know who Walter Trout is. He is a blues singer, and the album's called We're All in This Together. And he's got John Mayall. He's got Joe Bonamassa.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of big names.
Yeah, Kenny
on
Wayne
this album.
Shepherd. He's another good one.
Right. Yeah, Joe Louis Walker.
Eric Gales. Wow.
Right. He's got everybody known from the blues on this album.
Okay.
And I'm definitely going to listen to that all the way through. Number 7. Still on the charts. Last week, number 11. This week, number 7. Nickelback.
Yes. Nick, are you a Nickelback fan, Nick?
I thought this was an independent chart.
Yeah, they're not on a label anymore.
Really?
They're not on Roadrunner Records anymore.
Is this including? So it's not including any sort of indie label like signed band.
I think it's just from what I understand, Billboard has put together this chart. If you're not signed to a major record label.
So it's just not signed to a major label.
Right. So if let's say you have a label, you release it through that, but you have distribution through a label.
Let's say you've been doing music for 40 years and you're already
a
multi-million dollar who has massive marketing, and now you just choose not to be. You could be the number 1 independent album in the country for how long, D?
Shit, like 3 months straight. Metallica had the number 1 independent album for like 3 months straight.
But that's because they're Metallica.
Right. Exactly.
And Nickelback is only 7 though. That's how is Nickelback not utilizing them being like just jammed down your throat on the radio for the last 10 years to get to number 1 on the indie chart.
They were number 1
were.
about 2-3 weeks ago. Last week they were number 11, and now they're back up to 7.
Okay.
They probably be number 5 next week.
Have you listened to the album? I haven't listened to it. I'm just asking.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a couple of Nickelback songs that I actually like.
Okay.
But I'm not going to sit down and listen to a whole Nickelback album. I love Nickelback. Love you guys. But
I think Nickelback has gotten ripped on so much that now it would be cool to like Nickelback.
Yeah, it's almost
maybe.
that
You
time.
think it's
Yeah,
coming back?
almost that
It's about
time.
to come back.
It's almost
It
there.
is. They're riding it out. I'll give them that. They're taking their
So what happened with
lashes.
TLC?
One of them died, bro. I mean, you can't have TLC with just TL.
Too soon.
No, it's not.
It's literally like 20 years
it's
ago,
literally
right?
2 decades.
We're not laughing about
Of
Left
course
by
not.
Night. But
That would be absolutely insensitive.
all right, number 6.
Number 6.
Last week was number 2. XX Tentacion, I guess. No, Triple X Tentacion.
Oh, you don't know this cat?
Yeah, I know him, but I'm
yeah.
just saying I don't know how to pronounce
I
his
don't
name.
know. I don't know how to pronounce it either. Actually.
Whatever. His album 17. I heard a couple tracks off of it. I listened to it.
Okay.
It's not my bag, but okay. Yo, I'm just saying, like,
It's not mine either.
this singing, like, my dude, I'm sorry.
Nasal congestion should not be a genre of music.
Drake does it well.
But then everyone copies him.
Well, I mean, and Drake got it from Lil Wayne, I guess.
Yeah, he did. But it's like that's the thing. Like Lil Wayne, that was like one part of like how he rapped, and then Drake made an entire style, and then people took that and made it an entire genre. I mean, it's crazy. People do one little like gimmicky thing in there for like really talented rappers that'll put like
I mean, but that's what's happened
like
in hip hop.
auto-tune. I mean,
Everybody, exactly. If you talk about the nasal singing voice, you go back to auto-tune. Everybody, after T-Pain came out, everybody hopped on auto-tune. I mean, even if you go back further than that, there were so many people getting signed to record labels back in the 90s. Yeah. Everybody started to sound the same, too.
Right. No,
So, I mean, it's the same thing that happened 30 years ago, 20 years ago.
it's just more in our face because
Right. When Run DMC came out, how many groups all had rock samples in their songs after Run DMC came out? You know what I'm saying? After Beastie Boys and Run DMC did it, then everybody had a fucking AC/DC sample on their fucking album, bro. So, I mean, it's history repeating itself. That's why I said I'm not going to hate on these guys. It's just not my bag. It's just not my... I'm not going to listen to it. Just not my shit.
I'll just butt in here and
Go ahead.
I kind of like the XXX Tentacion. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, fuck.
no one does.
Hey,
But,
whatever. We're talking about him, so...
That's it.
I liked his single that he blew up with the "Look at me, look at." Like I like that.
That's what's dope.
But that sounds nothing like the album.
Thank you.
It was a real left turn for him. I think what happened was he just listened to Nirvana like the months before he made the album. He's like, oh shit.
He did say that Nirvana was influencing him.
Yeah, like it
On
sounds
the
like
album.
it sounds like the MTV Unplugged Nirvana thing.
Right.
Huh.
It sounds like that.
Now I want to listen to it.
I mean, I listened to it. Like I said, it's not my bag. All right, number 5.
Number 5.
Penny and Sparrow, and the album is called Wendigo.
Okay.
These are 2 guys.
Could have fooled me.
These are two.
I literally thought it was like Thelma and Louise. So that's what the artwork looks like.
It does, right? I didn't get a chance to listen to them. I'm gonna listen to them tonight. I'll give you a review next week. Number 4.
I like Hall & Oates.
Hall & Oates, Penny and Sparrow. Number 4, Joan Osborne is back out.
Woo!
She's got an album called Songs of Bob Dylan. So
That's an interesting concept.
I think there was another artist that did that before they sang all Bob Dylan songs, but hey, it is what it is. But Joan Osborne, famous for One of Us, her big hit back in the 90s. What if God was one of us? That was her
That
biggest
is a
hit.
deep question, though.
Right.
At the time, that was deep.
Dude, when Prince did it over,
Oh, well, Prince does anything over.
right.
Prince could run me over, and I'd look better. Like, I mean, Prince is...
Yeah, Prince is the man.
Yeah.
But Joan, I give her nothing but props. I haven't heard from Joan Osborne since like the early 2000s, mid 2000s.
I heard
so.
she used to write Tupac letters when he was in jail.
Did she?
No.
Oh shit! You got me on that
I
one.
know. I thought I would.
All right, number 3.
Number 3.
Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark. The album is called The Punishment of Luxury. I am so intrigued to listen to this album.
Really?
Look at the artwork. It's dope. I don't even know Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark. I don't even know what the
Punishment of Luxury.
what does that even mean? Like, I'm gonna go home and
What does that even mean?
I'm gonna go home and listen to that.
Yeah, I need to listen to that.
Right. Number 2.
Number 2.
Steve Winwood.
Oh, really?
Winwood Greatest Hits Live. Bring me a higher love. Oh.
He's the man.
Steve Winwood, man. Oh man, I gotta put him on my Guilty Pleasures playlist on Tidal.
Is he really guilty pleasure? You know who mine is? I think
I'm gonna
this
tell
is
you
a true
something.
guilty pleasure.
What is that?
Kenny Loggins.
Oh no, I love Kenny Loggins.
Okay. I was gonna put Kenny Loggins on it. I'm gonna tell you what. You know what? Let me pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Kenny Loggins, Footloose, right?
Yeah.
Footloose, Caddyshack, Top Gun.
Oh man. Maybe I can't even. I don't think we could put him in.
He's not guilty pleasure either.
I don't.
But like,
think
I was
so.
walking down the street listening. I'm all right.
Yeah.
Nobody worry about me.
Right.
Caddyshack.
No, he's got some.
That's my shit.
He's got some dope. My Guilty Pleasure playlist so far is
Power of Love. Huey Lewis in the News.
No. Heart. All I want to do is make love to you.
All right, I gotta go.
Yo, my dude, I absolutely love that record. They don't perform it live at all. At all. All right. It Must Have Been Love by Roxette.
Our engineer actually just left. What are we gonna do now?
Nah, we're good, man. Something to Talk About, Bonnie Raitt. That's another one on my. Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Tears for Fears.
Okay.
Weird Science by Oingo Boingo.
This is just like a list on your phone of.
No, this is I put together a playlist of guilty pleasure songs.
That sounds great. Can you link that? To
Yeah,
me?
yeah, I got you. Downtown Train by Rod Stewart.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a cover of the Tom Waits song, right?
Right. Someone Saved My Life Tonight, Elton John. Mm-hmm. Wholehearted by Extreme.
What? Can you sing that a little snippet of that?
Shit, what was it? Damn. Wholehearted. I just know the ending. I don't remember how it goes.
I don't know if I know that.
But
one.
More Than Words, they're the same band, they're the same album. More Than Words.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's so far. I gotta put Steve Winwood in there. So that was my Guilty Pleasures playlist on Tidal. But let's get through these so we can talk to Nick about his project. And number 1 this week on the independent album charts. Last week it was number 1. This week is number 1. Queens of the Stone Age with Villains. I still digging this cover, man. This cover is dope.
It's great.
It's dope. If you don't know Queens of the Stone Age, please go check them out. Yeah, you pretty much can't. It's only one. It's pretty much only one guy. He pretty much brings in different people every time.
Oh, I have no idea who else is in the band.
Right. I remember what's his name from Foo Fighters? Dave Grohl. He played on the first 2. He played drums.
I felt like he was
the
on
first 2
one
albums.
song and then he bounced, but I'm sure that's not true.
Juju just came in.
Juju's in the building. What up, Ju?
Juju's in the building, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, for the remainder, we're going to be talking to our guest. Nick, can you tell us, first of all, where'd you grow up, man?
Like about 5 minutes down the street.
Oh shit! So you Portchester native, man?
No, right on the border, Portchester and Greenwich, but I'm in Greenwich.
Oh, okay, cool.
So like
cool,
right
cool.
where the Dunkin' Donuts and the McDonald's are like staring down each other.
You know what that sounds like? What's that episode of Simpsons with the other Shelbyville?
Right.
That's what it sounds like.
And so in the back roads over there, if you just like go directly to that light right after the Dunkin' and the McDonald's are staring at each other.
Somebody coming after you.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's literally gonna have
you're gonna have
people waiting
coming
for
after
you when you get home.
It's gonna be McDom, who keeps posting on.
Yeah, man. Shout out to McDom. The management group. I did get your text message. I apologize. It's been very, very busy. I've been in and out of the hospital with my son. Yo, man, I've been extra busy, and I apologize to you. But we got a couple of their artists that are going to be coming on the show very, very soon. So, yo, Nick, tell me, when did you start playing? Like, you play guitar,
Yeah. So
piano. You know, just give me a list, please.
Well, I started playing guitar when I was like 8. I don't know why. No one in my family was musical.
Oh.
It was so long ago, I can't remember why I started. But I think it was I got that Offspring record from the 90s. Remember that band? The album, album that had the song "Pretty Fly" for a white guy.
Yeah, I was thinking it was like third album.
Yeah,
that was an anthem.
Right, but they started out like an industrial band.
Oh, did they?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
They were kind of hard. But go ahead.
And so then I think I just like wanted to learn how to go like like and.
Isn't that how it always starts? You just want to go.
Yeah, so I got a guitar then, and then I kept playing.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't start writing a song till I was in like 8th grade.
Okay.
I like how it makes it sound like it was a long time after. He's like, not till the 8th grade.
Well, like 8th grade, I think you're like 13 or 14. I don't know. I just remember.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah.
And then like a year after that, I started like in freshman year of high school, I started like producing stuff, and that's when I did like all like got into Logic and all like the production.
Freshman in high school.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't even know what the hell I was doing. Nah, I was singing then, but shit, I wasn't producing records.
Mm-hmm.
So guitar, you play a little piano.
Play a little piano, but like I would never perform as a piano player. You know,
Right.
I just like, play it well enough to get the MIDI going, and then yeah.
So tell me about your project. The first project you released is last year. Hasn't been a full year yet. Not yet, because it's released in October. So tell me a little bit about how did that formulate for you?
I guess I had just written a bunch of these songs, and then a bunch of kids that I either went to high school with or like friends of kids I went to college with were just like, yeah, we'll play in a band. And like 2 of the members that wanted to play in the band hadn't really even played the instruments they were playing in the band before. But so it was a real ragtag bunch of guys, and
it is what it is.
Yeah, and then we just started playing, and then we released that Parking Lots video.
Right.
And then right after that, we played our first show in Pianos, and it was sold out. The first show, Pianos in New York City.
Yeah.
So then that kind of was exciting, and then we kept playing there.
So we got some pictures inside the guest section. So you've done the bitter end. But
done the bitter end.
Okay.
Done Mercury Lounge, which is probably the biggest one we did.
Wow.
Yeah, we got to like headline there on a Saturday, which was cool.
Bowery Ballroom.
We never got to do Bowery Ballroom. We did Bowery Electric.
Okay. All right. All right. I know what that is. Cool. So we're gonna put up a couple of the joints, man. And what's the feeling like? Performing on a stage where people like Lady Gaga and freaking, what's his name? Billy Joel performed there. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it's just, the energy there is crazy.
It's really cool. I mean, like, there's a lot of nerves, especially for, like, my band members who, like, some of these guys had literally started playing the instrument they were playing a month before we went on stage for the first time in front of like 150 people. So, like, there was a lot of, like, a little bit of nerves, but it was also, I don't know, it was really cool.
Nah, but once you get past the nerves, man, just smooth sailing after that. So we're gonna get into one of the videos. It's parking lots and basements. Actually, we have it. I gotta say it for you in there.
The format may not work. I want to make sure it works. The one on YouTube, right?
Yeah, it's the one on YouTube. But I did it. I put it in the format for you. Or didn't I?
No, you probably did. But I trust you too.
All right, say no more. We're gonna play. We're gonna go and play parking lots and basements. A little bit of that, and we'll be right back, man. It's Afternoon Men in the building.
Hear me out, help me up, keep me going till you had enough. You made it clear you don't think much of the way I sing or the lives I touch. Where you going, where you been? No, I don't really need another friend, but I miss the way the rules have been. this uptown bar. You liked it better when I play guitar, but I quit because it got too hard. Yeah, some things never change. And here we go, it's come around again. I feel the rhythm in the way you sing. You always hated how the sets would end exactly the same way. And now I'm waking in the strangest places, like parking lots and basements, and high school crushes, parents' houses. Oh, Lord, it's so inspirational. You're coming around again. I don't see any of your friends. I love the way you don't bring them. Oh, you never believed me then. God knows I don't believe myself. We're all starting to have our doubts. I'm still here covering twist and shout. Shout, shout. Whatever we sell, well, we still have fun. Academy girls start much too young, and it takes so long. So to make them think there might be more to happiness than love. Do you feel the way I feel about it now? Now I'm trying to show you, and I don't wanna bore you, but I thought I should warn you. I can't afford you. Look, I can't afford you, but I still adore you. Oh, I know it. Lord, it's so inspirational. Coming around again. I don't see any of your friends. I love it when you don't bring them. Oh, finally waking up. The Tigers hit the road. Could've sworn you had some fun. We played only the good die young. It's so inspirational. Coming around again. I don't see any of your friends. I love it when you don't bring them. Oh, finally waking up. The Tigers hit the road. Could've sworn we had some fun. We did only the good die young.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Afternoon Men, Parking Lots and Basements. All right, we got some shout outs to give out. We're going to give a shout out to Will Jones. Shout out to you. And I see Jamie Fowler, the relation.
Yeah, it's my middle brother.
Oh, okay. Is everybody in the family musically inclined, or are you the only one?
He plays a mean baritone sax, like a really mean one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He's like vaguely tone deaf, but
Vaguely?
yeah, like not quite like clinically tone deaf, but almost there.
Jesus Christ. So how the hell is he playing and he's tone deaf?
So much soul.
Okay.
It's just he uses his soul and not his ears.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. All right, cool. So listen, man, you got you didn't really release an EP. So tell me how you came about releasing like what, 5 or 6 different tracks?
Yeah, I think it was 5.
Yeah, five different tracks. And it's really not a collection of songs. They're just, I mean, they're not tonally, they're not different. I mean, I feel like that, you know, when I listen to every song, each one of them just gave me a different feeling. Were you trying to go for that, or was it just something that came organically? It's just,
Well, that's a good question. When I initially I had written a bunch of songs, and I was kind of planning on releasing them all. I was going to release like 12 of them, like in a row.
Right, like,
I was doing it month by month, but it was going to be like releasing them all as singles and then sort of doing a collection.
right.
And then I ended up not doing that just for like I had people advised me that, you know, when you're releasing these songs, you should like, you know, put more effort into the promotion of them,
Right.
and do like whole like marketing things and whatnot. And so then I kind of stopped doing that, and then sort of try to start figuring out how to market
Right.
it better. But so they actually are sort of connected. But the initial like concept of the band Afternoon Men was that there's going to be these different characters. So like Parking Lots of Basements is a song about a guy who plays in a bar cover band singing about singing Billy Joel. And
oh, okay, all right.
And so they, so like that's why that song sort of sounds like a
Billy Joel song, yeah.
And then like like they all sort of are supposed to sound like the characters that they're involved, that they're about.
Got you. Okay.
So if you look at like Escape from Silver Hill, that guy references Bruce Springsteen like 2 different times throughout the song.
Okay.
He talks about driving to a rehab facility to go like break his buddy out of rehab. And he talks about like listening to Bruce Springsteen on the way there.
Oh, okay.
And so that song sounds like a Bruce Springsteen ripoff because it's supposed to be like telling this guy's story through the music he likes.
Okay, so listen, tell me about the Parking Lots and Basements video. You did all that yourself.
Well, so the video was done with my band members.
Okay.
Yeah, so as we were in my basement in my house and just drinking a little bit and making
a little bit
and taking like 5,000 pictures and then melding and then I did all the editing myself.
So it's like stop motion animation.
Stop motion. Yeah.
Damn, that takes a long time.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's a solid night of taking photos.
Okay.
Not too
all right.
bad.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, it is what it is, man. So we have another record that we're going to be playing that you did not release as a single. So it's not on any streaming service.
No.
It's not on iTunes.
Exclusive premiere.
Get the drop going, baby.
He's better than Flex.
Premiere. Yeah, man. So you submitted this song to a songwriting competition?
Yeah, it's called the International Songwriting Competition. I think this is last year.
Oh, they're not doing it anymore?
No, they've been doing it for they're still doing it.
Oh, okay. All right.
And just I submitted it the year before, but yeah. So and that came in like second in the adults album alternative genre,
adult contemporary type deal, or
I think it's the AAA adult album alternative. So it's like because it's not the single, it's a pretty long song.
Okay, all right.
But that song's about goes through 4 decades of this guy's life and his relationship with his wife and his relationship with Van Morrison and sort of how those things intertwine. And then it kind of talks
you
about
got some really fucking deep songs, man. Do you get high, brother? No, I mean, you don't have to answer that, bro. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna play about a minute and a half of that, man. So introduce it for us, man.
I think I just did. This is "Trying" by Afternoon Men, written by Nick F.
Nick, you play that joint. Man.
Lives somewhere in between Duncan and McDonald.
Oh man, here we go.
Here we go.
We had a lot to live up to. Now we got a lot to live down. We took our share of grave missteps, and I think they're haunting us now. Met you at a college bar on this lazy Tuesday. It's the frat brothers' mission to find everyone a local girl from the Northampton side. You were my local girl that night. Till I was trying. Till I was trying. You could tell I was trying. Till I was trying. And I remember lying on your floor, mouthing the words to ballerina. Spring in 1969. Inflation was rising, deficit soared, and Van the Man was coming in at his prime. I got myself a job in trading on the NYSE, and your dad lent me a suit and a tie. The first time we heard moon dance, we were smoking on your roof with the stars up above in your eyes. You could tell I was trying. Tell I was trying. You could tell I was trying. Tell I was trying. worked all night and all day. And old bag got sick in Nixon. And all the prices shot up around the town. We were
Period.
saying our
Whatever.
vows.
1, 2.
And the
All right.
money took its
That is Afternoon Men, and the song is called Trying. Now, Nick, are you going to be releasing that as a single? Or, because I think it's a hit, man. I definitely think it's a hit.
Thank you.
That's a really dope record, man.
It's gonna come out someday.
Someday.
He's
Well, you
trying
got
to
to
have
come.
it come out. He's
Yeah, it's trying.
I'm trying.
Even the cover of the. Is that people skating in a pool?
Yeah, that's actually illegal. I shouldn't have posted that on. That's not. I don't have the rights to that. How I made that was I took. There's a movie out that they made of a short story called The Swimmer. It's like a short story by
Okay.
John Cheever, but then they made it a movie in the '60s. And so I took an image from that and then turned it into in one of those free pixel art things.
No one knew until you told us, Nick.
Well, not even that. You already gave props to it, so
Yeah. I think that already. I think that's
Yeah.
payment enough.
I think you're all right with that. And you haven't released it,
Right, I haven't released it.
right? So you're good. But man, what the? I don't even know where to go right now. Like, yo, dude, you blowing my mind, man. It's you have you are a singer songwriter that makes concept records. Like nobody is. I haven't heard anybody do that in a long time.
Yeah, I think it's because no one wants to hear that.
I don't know, man. Dude, the right promotion, the right, like a company behind you, not even a record label, like somebody that actually knows how to put you in certain areas to promote your music and perform. Dude, you out of here. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Out of here
Definitely.
like last year.
Yeah, man, out of here. But listen, we're gonna get to. Okay, we got another. Will Trotter said it's a hit. Remember you guys playing that at the Barely Electric a couple years back. Love it. So you got people in here. Shout out to Anthony O'Connor. He's in the building. Shout out to you, brother. How are you? Yeah, let's get into these 5 independent questions, and then we're gonna go into what you got coming up.
Cool.
All right. So we got the 5 independent questions, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. Number 5.
Number 5.
What does being an independent artist mean to you?
Oh, these are directed at me?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a group thing.
No, you are the independent
brother,
artist.
No.
You are on the spot. Dun dun dun.
What does being an independent artist mean to me?
Yeah.
It just, I guess it means you have total control of your vision, what you want to do, and maybe you compromise immediate recognition and sort of publicity and reach for the ability to get exactly what you want out, exactly the way it is, to whoever might see it. I guess it's like you're compromising reach for, getting the exact thing that you want
Right.
to reach people with.
Okay. All right. Number 4. Would you sign to a major record label?
If they gave me $1 billion.
$1 billion?
No, if
Billion?
they gave me a large sum of money, yeah, probably.
Okay.
I don't know.
All
It
right.
depends.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man.
Everyone's got a price.
Everybody got.
Yeah.
Might be high, but everyone's got a price.
Number 3. Who or what are your major musical influences?
Well, Kanye probably, because Kanye
We had this discussion. Yeah.
does everything himself. Like there's not many artists that have #1 hit singles like All Falls Down, where he made the beat, he wrote the melody, made the entire rap himself.
Right.
He also ended up I guess for Through the Wire, he made the video himself, paid for it himself, and promoted himself. Like there's not many artists that
Did it with his wired.
Yeah. Jaw wire shut.
I guess there's not many artists that say what you will about Kanye and all of.
Of
things
course.
people-
Hey, listen. Everybody has an opinion, but you cannot deny his talent and his prowess. You can't.
There's no one besides maybe Chance the Rapper, who's another influence, has done as much himself and gotten to that high of a level. I think.
Oh, okay. So on the singer-songwriter side, who would you put in that category as well?
There's a singer-songwriter called Craig Finn, and he's the lead singer of a band called The Hold Steady, which is like they're probably like at the closest thing to Afternoon Men. They're like sort of trying to be a bar rock and roll band, but they write their own songs.
Right.
They do kind of concept albums too, and I don't know. They're really cool. They're very old. Like their first album didn't come out until they were like 33. Damn.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Number 2, if you were offered a deal outside of the musical genre, money was no object, you'd be set for life, but you couldn't pick up a guitar, couldn't make music, would you take it?
No.
All right. And number 1, what is Nick's end game? What do you want to get out of this? Being a performer, an artist.
That's a hard one. What's your end game?
No, brother.
I can't turn this back.
No, not at all, man.
One-way street,
It's a
Nick.
one-way street, Nick. And you're past the point of no return.
I guess my end game would be to like be able to fully support myself, just sitting in a room making music.
Okay. Hey, listen, man. Short and sweet and to the
Admirable
point.
goal.
Yeah, man. That's what it is. I respect you.
And
To
have
the
like 4
utmost.
planes.
I no longer respect you, Nick. No longer respect you.
Oh, man. So, listen, tell me what you got coming out, man. You got, is there new music coming? You have performances coming up? Just let us know, man. Let the audience know. We got some people in the chat room.
So Afternoon Men is we're not playing a show till November 19th, I believe, at Mercury Lounge.
I will be there.
We're playing with a band called Camino, which is they're far more successful and more streamed than we are. But
You said November the 19th?
yeah,
That's a Sunday night. I'll be there. For sure.
When they offered me the gig, it was a Saturday, and then they switched it to Sunday. So I was like, God damn it! No Afternoon Men fan is gonna be not sleeping on a Sunday night.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
Maybe they'll come out. It's our first show in New York City in a while.
Okay. All right. So what about all the band members, man? Are you switching up the band members? And
No, I mean, whenever it's basically the core group. The keyboard player is still in London right now, going to a conservatory for his graduate degree in composing. He wants to be a film scorer. His name is Harris Tartell.
Yo,
Probably.
I'm listening to this gentleman right now, and I feel like that I'm like wasting.
You're not
my
doing
life.
enough?
I'm not doing enough.
Yeah, that's why I
bro.
stopped listening to him.
Dude,
It was depressing.
Are you here?
It was depressing. Yes.
Are you hearing this, man?
He's a very talented gentleman. People need to listen to his music.
Let us remember that we met with me, like 3 sheets to the wind, doing All Falls Down.
Yo, my dude.
That's how the best relationships are formed.
Yo, man, I'm telling you, yo, dude, you are inspiring me to keep on moving forward, man. I gotta put this fucking album out. I got dudes like this, half my age, riding the
Breathing down your neck.
down the neck, son, down the neck.
Sick came with their first song and when he was 33. I was like, ooh.
Cut check.
Ooh, sorry.
Shit's crazy. Nah,
Well,
man.
I can't sing the chorus of All Falls Down.
No, that's all right, man. You don't have to, man. You making your own joints, man. So tell the people where they can find you, man. Website,
You can
everything else.
find us on afternoonmen.com. All our stuff's up there. Or you can go to just look up Afternoon Men in any sort of streaming service or online digital music retailer. And we're on everything.
That is awesome, man. Gypsy, tell them where they can find you, brother.
You can find myself and Juju Namato, who's sitting on the couch, on Facebook.com/The Hangover Takeover in about 20 minutes. And we're going to go live and do this fun entertainment thing.
All right. Yeah, man. My name is d.wise. Let's see what's going on in the chat room real quick before we step on out of here. You got some fans out there, bro.
I do?
Humility, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to McDom. Shout out to Will Jones. Shout out to Jamie Fowler, Will Trotter. Shout out to Anthony O'Connor, Nia Barnes, and all the crew down in NYC. I see y'all. I know y'all doing your thing. You can check me out here every Monday night at 8. Yeah, the bill has been paid. I'll be back next week with another artist. You can catch me at MrDWise.com. Mr. D.wise on Mr. Oh, we got another one. Avery Clemmer. I love the afternoon man. There you go, bro.
Woo.
Yeah.
What happens in the morning?
Huh?
What do you guys do in the morning?
Right. Afternoon man, so you just don't wake up after 12, huh?
No, I stole that name from a book by this guy named Anthony Pohl, and it was about
See? Look at this shit.
it was about these group of like guys in their mid-20s who just sit in a bar in the afternoon and complain about shit, and that was.
Oh, shit.
That's pretty cool. I
That's
thought it was
what's up,
after
man.
Afternoon Delight or something. The song.
You always think about some crazy shit.
Not really. Not always.
Not always.
Sometimes I'm logical.
Sometimes. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, catch me, Mr. D.wise, on Twitter, on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Check me out, man. We're recording a brand new video for Life Without You, October the 1st.
Nice.
So please, ladies and gentlemen, bear with me. I had people from high school and college cursing my ass out. You were supposed to release the album like 2 years ago. What is going on? Why is it taking so goddamn long? Listen, life happens.
It does.
It does. It
You
does.
know,
man.
you don't have a whole.
I don't have a whole.
massive
I don't
team.
have a whole gang of money.
You're not Nicki Minaj. You're not
Yo, my dude.
You know, you don't have.
Everybody, and it's so funny. Everybody sits up here and thinks that it's so easy to release music, but you have to make sure that it's mixed and mastered properly. You got to make sure that it's done correctly. Like, why release something when it sounds like shit? Or you're gonna put it on SoundCloud and the goddamn bass is like up to like 12.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Like, yo, dude, I don't want. People come to me all the time. D, can I come on your show? I'm like, yeah, well, let me listen to your stuff. It sounds like shit. I'm not putting you on. I'm sorry. Like, I apologize. If I'm gonna sit there in the studio for years perfecting something that I want to put out to the masses, then I need you to do the same goddamn thing. I'm sorry.
Put in the effort.
Yeah, put in the effort, ladies and gentlemen. But as always, we'll be back next week. Oh, shit. We forgot about our sponsor. Oh, God damn it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this episode of OTV Live is brought to you by Koi Creative Space, right in the heart of White Plains, New York. We had our special guest Jonathan Manier here talking about Koi and turquoise design. So go check them out. That's koicreativespace.com. And mention OTV Live, and you get a 20% discount on your membership, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, man, go check them out. And as always, folks, keep it indie, baby. Deuces.